All right. Go!
This part.
Microphone check 1, 2. What is this?
Parks on the board.
Yes. So where do you want to begin? Let's begin with rap lyrics. Hip hop, hibbity, the hip hop, the hibbit to the hip hop. I wanted to chime in on this whole Meek Mill, Kobe lyric thing, and I wanted to side with the people. For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, a song was released. Was this a Lil Baby record?
I think it was just a snippet, right?
A Lil Baby
teaser.
snippet came out featuring Meek, and Meek rapped a punchline that said, what is it? Where is it? This bitch I'm fucking always tell me that she love me, but she ain't never showed me. Yeah, and if I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper, it'd be another Kobe. And all the blogs picked this up, and they said it was really insensitive, distasteful, just all around bad, and they tore his ass up for a little bit, in which he replied, man, y'all soft. Those weren't his exact words. Oh, here are his exact words. Somebody promo a narrative and y'all follow it. Y'all internet antics cannot stop me. Shit like Zombieland or something, LOL. They're paying to influence y'all now. It's almost like mind control. Wake up. Okay.
I mean,
he's not wrong.
He's not wrong in his statements. I do think that the line was probably a little bit insensitive, but he's not wrong in that, you know.
His analysis is correct, but not in this instance.
Okay.
It's an unnecessary bar. The bar wasn't dope enough where you had to talk about it this soon. And I'm not being soft. I'm reading the room of just the time right now.
Yeah,
it's not being soft. If it was a crazy, like, real bar where it was like, all right, I get it. The metaphor was way too fire. It's not a great bar, and it's unnecessary.
I'm with you on that the bar it didn't hit. Like, it wasn't like a wow.
And I'm not saying it needs to be lyrical, miracle shit.
It's not a trash bar, but
it's unnecessary.
Yes,
it's unnecessary.
It is a trash bar.
I wouldn't say it's a trash bar. Only because
I'm not saying the punchline, more. Hear me out real quick before you explain. I'm not saying that the punchline is all the way trash.
Okay.
I'm saying the bars are trash, meaning bar 1 and bar 2 have zero. You didn't.
That's what I'm getting. It was unnecessary. You didn't even need to say it.
No, listen. Maybe if bar 1 was different leading into your Kobe punch, I may feel different. But bar 1,
no.
My bitches never let me.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear the record. I don't know how he led into that bar. I don't know how he came out of that
Parks, you
bar.
had the snippet. Can you play it?
So I don't know.
Give me a second.
But what I'm speaking to is the fact that people are.
You're
killing
saying
him.
this is hip hop, and
it's a metaphor. It's hip hop. I understand. Listen. That Kobe death really hurt me to my core. Just like anybody else that grew up watching Kobe, was a fan of him, you know, prayers to his family, prayers to him and everybody else that was, you know, lives were lost in that horrific accident. But I don't think that this bar was a shot or trying to make fun of or make light of that.
I don't think
that.
You guys want me to play it? It's only. I think that the snippet is literally only these 2 bars. But let me play it. I don't know if that changes anything, but sometimes.
And I don't think that at all, Mo. I don't think he was.
No, rewind it. Play the bar before it. Oh, that's where it starts.
That's the only part that it shows.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. We didn't hear the whole thing, but you know,
I can read it and see that bar 1 don't lead into bar 2.
I felt the same way, but we don't know what he said before that, and we don't know what he's saying coming out of that. So I don't want to get into that part of it. But I do understand the internet reacting a certain way to it because you mentioning Kobe, you mentioning, you know, the accident, and it's been a year. We just got past, you know, I don't like to say anniversary like you do in death, but that just happened. So I understand it, but let's keep it in what it is for a second. It's hip hop. It's metaphors. It's plays off of words.
Is it hip hop today, Maul?
It is. The chopper, the helicopter, and the chopper that Meek is referring to, 2 totally different things.
No, I understand the
So it's like, you know what I mean? It's just a play on words. It's a play on.
So you don't think too soon?
Maybe too soon. I'm with you on that. I'm not against that.
Maybe too lovable a guy.
I'm not against that either. But we do have to remember that he's more so. I think what Meek was doing with that bar was putting it in the sense of we lost a legend in that sense, and if I'm caught lacking, I'm going out with my chopper. It will be another. We will lose another legend.
I understand the
No,
bar.
I completely
So I
understand.
kind of, you know what I mean. So it's like I can't kill Meek for that bar.
I'm not killing Meek either.
I can't
the internet
kill him.
is.
I can't kill him for the bar because I've done it too many times.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you don't mean no malice with it though.
I don't think Meek
I
did either.
also was in a different era of hip hop.
True.
I don't know if I would be able to do some of that today, nor do I know if I would today. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not going to knock him for it because you an MC, you come from that. That's what we do.
Right.
I mean, that's our brains are wired to do that.
Especially if people of a certain age, because in our age bracket, all of us in the room, really, especially, shock value bars was a thing. Man.
Absolutely.
Like that
I
was,
grew up on shock value bars.
Yeah.
But it took
Well,
me.
Meek has also never been the shock, and I think he would even say he's not the shock value bar person.
Nor is he the punchline guy.
What do you mean by that?
By
Lloyd Banks,
this, I'm saying
Cassidy,
this era.
Fabulous,
Yes, this
Joe
era
Budden.
he is.
Joe Budden, Big L,
but I
Lord
can't,
Finesse.
I can't. Okay,
Happy
so
birthday to Finesse,
he
though.
doesn't.
Yes.
He doesn't do that.
Happy birthday to Lord Finesse.
Happy birthday to the legend Lord Finesse. But Meek doesn't. See, Meek comes from battle rap, so he is a metaphor. He is a punchline guy because he comes
is.
from battle rap. So,
this era.
in the sense that you're speaking in his music, no, he don't lean heavy
That
on
ain't-
punchlines.
that ain't
He don't
his.
lean heavy
I mean-
on punchlines. I get that, but he
So
can't get into that.
But when you pop out with one, again, I'm not going to kill him for it.
Right.
But when you pop out with one,
It should hit a certain way. I get it.
and more, it took me a long time. And I maybe still don't have this down pat. Trust me, I'm not the most mature guy. But it took me a long time to handle things better, understanding someone else's position. And what I mean by that is it's kids involved. I would hate to rap this line and one of the kids is a fan of mine and now they hear it and now that's how they heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Fab was telling a story one time in an interview and he was like, he said a line about Solange and then he went to a party and Beyonce stepped to him. Like,
Okay.
like dog. Come on,
Okay.
it's my nigga. What is you doing? And
Right.
Fab was like, "Yo, it's a punch. It's
Right.
like it."
Yeah.
But when you thinking like the other person's listening,
You understand?
pardon me, it might handle how
Yeah,
you.
I understand.
So that's what we know. Meek,
I'm on the side-
We know Meek is a sportsman. We know Meek is a Kobe fan.
Exactly. That's why I'm on the side of too soon.
Yeah.
You know,
Also,
it's
to
maybe
what
a little
you're saying there,
insensitive.
though, I don't ever want MCs to have to think about that too, though.
Yeah, because that's not
Like I get, of course, Beyonce is going to care about her little sister and approach Fab,
Right.
who she has
Right.
in association with. Like, come on, it's my sister. But I hope rappers don't have to think that. I just think this one, and I'm not killing Meek for it. Meek shouldn't be canceled. I just think it was bad timing. Like it was unnecessary.
I'm not
But let me-
mad at
What
that.
that-
I'm not mad at.
But let
All right.
me respond to Rory. Yeah, me neither. I'm with you.
But I'm a fan. I'm not a rapper. So this is a selfish fan point.
Right.
I'm with you. And again, I'm asking questions to be educated. I haven't put an album out in 5 years. Hip hop today, they just drove that girl Mulatto through the mud for her name.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just asking, hip hop today, maybe you do have to do more thinking than we're used to.
And you know what I'll tell you though, and I don't know if this is a
Which is
separate
why I
point.
would fail.
I don't know if this is a separate point.
I would get canceled.
Mulatto is bigger because of it.
Because of
That
name
started
change?
her career.
Yeah,
would
She was
say that.
to the next level. That took her to the next level.
well, it
From
gave
where
her-
she was.
It gave
of
her a
course,
lot
she
of
had great
notoriety.
records, and people fucked with her. That put eyes on her, and because she made good music, it helped because she got all that attention and also had a good catalog.
I understand what he's saying.
I do, but
That doesn't
I don't
work
think
when
she's
people
had
aren't
really a
talented.
hit with her name change yet, has she? And she had
I don't know if
hits.
she's really put out.
No, she didn't put out
that's
no
all-
music.
that's all
It
I'm
just
saying.
happened.
She
I know,
hasn't
that's what I'm
had-
saying. That's why I don't know if it's taken her to the next level yet.
Rory's just saying that it helped her create like new listenerships. Like more people are paying attention to
Yeah,
Big Lotto. I call her Big Lotto. I like that name. I just think
But-
that's fly for a girl.
but I mean that doesn't.
No, I like
always-
that name. Big Lotto's a dope
Yeah,
for a
but
girl.
let me call you groupie.
I'm not a group.
Big Lotto happens to be
Lotto.
a very talented artist, so that helps when
She
you
is.
get that attention and you have
And she's
the
beautiful.
talent to back it up.
Yeah.
That doesn't always work with everyone when they get that quick attention on the timeline for 2 days, and then it's just like whatever. Let me go find the next thing that's gonna make me get attention.
Right.
But again, Meek, I get it. but I just think it was bad timing.
See, I don't like the bar, but I like his stance on it. Like standing his ground. Nah,
Fuck
man,
y'all.
I'm rapping.
No, for sure.
Fuck this. I like that about it.
And he did put out a post saying rest in peace, honoring Kobe and Gigi Bryant. Their signature on the hat saying rest in peace on the Dream Chasers hat. So he did do that.
Listen, I'm not.
Meek did not have any malice behind it.
Yeah, I'm not. Like I said, I
know
don't know Meek on a super personal level, but I'm more than positive he did not mean any malice or disrespect to Kobe, his family, any of the other victims, any of their families. Meek didn't. He didn't intend any disrespect.
And this single is still not out, right?
But you can be disrespectful unintentionally.
Absolutely.
So some of this all might be a little bit of marketing, by the way.
And that's my other thing too, right? Like when any record sounds like a Marvin Gaye sample, Rory will jump, joke and say, careful now. Careful that the family's coming to get you. We make that joke because we've seen a few instances where the family will come and get you, right?
Yeah. Right.
We see what Vanessa Bryant is on.
As far as
She's not playing. She's not playing. She's not playing with Kobe's name, his likeness. None of y'all. Nike, the ring, whoever, all of y'all. We know she's not playing, right? So we can imagine that if she heard it, maybe she wouldn't take kindly to it.
Oh, absolutely.
So you can be
absolutely
unintentionally distasteful.
Absolutely. No, you can be unintentionally distasteful for sure.
And if Meek saw Vanessa Bryant and she said something to him the way that Beyonce said something to Fab, I don't think Meek would double down. I think he would apologize.
I think Meek would say he would apologize.
I'm willing to go as far as to say when this song comes out, this line won't even be on it. Because I think Meek is that. I think Meek is that type of guy. I think if Vanessa Bryant or anybody from Kobe's family was to reach out or publicly, express how they felt about hearing that, 1,000,000% Meek would take that line out and change it and apologize. Because Meek is not. I get everything he's going through in the past few weeks. He's not the favorite in the room.
Sure,
I understand that. But we're not going to sit there and act like Meek is just some terrible guy. He's not. No. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what unfortunately starts to happen is, one thing happens, something else happens, and then now it's like, oh, this guy's a piece of shit. He's an asshole. He's insensitive. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't.
I think part of it probably, too, is that people, with the whole prison reform agenda that he was on, rightfully so, because he was going through it, I think people thought maybe that you would see a different kind of maturity in the artistry, maybe, or something, which is probably unfair.
It is unfair.
Well, he has rapped about that for sure.
For sure.
That doesn't mean he can't also do other shit.
Right.
I still want party record Meek.
Right. But I think that people
reform,
maybe in the back of their heads feel like he should be doing 444 now or something like that, which that's not him.
That's not him. And again, we got to stop putting people in positions that they're not ready to be in. I think that's the bigger conversation here. I feel like a lot of the shit that Meek has going on, he was kind of pushed into it. I don't think he naturally grew into a lot of these situations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even in personal relationships, I think things happen in his life. He wasn't ready for certain things yet. And none of us, all of us, that's part of growing and maturing and becoming a man, especially if you have all these eyes and ears on you. It's like any wrong move and you could become the villain.
Right.
And I think that's what's happening to Meek now. Some weird way, he's starting to look like he's the villain now. And I don't think that's who Meek is.
Okay. I'm not going back to argue. I heard the fans.
All right, we do have to close Meek at some point.
We will quickly.
This is a bigger conversation than just Meek.
I heard the fans. Y'all thought I was annoying last week with the Meek thing. I understood. I listened back. I sounded annoying. I apologize.
You were annoying.
I agree.
What was the Meek thing last week?
I do want to ask if there is any hypocrisy in what you're saying, because it is kind of what I was saying with Meek is still going to be Meek. And granted, he was coming out of a restaurant from what I understand. It wasn't the club. I went back and looked. You were saying Meek shouldn't be nowhere near any club, restaurant that Tekashi 6ix9ine can sit outside of. You guys are saying that Meek is still himself and he's not ready for certain roles and he's easing into this type of thing. Kind of what I'm saying with Meek is going to go where he's going to want to go. Meek likes to hang out where the young kids is at because he still makes that type of music. Meek likes to still do what Meek likes to do.
No, I understand that part.
Is there any...
No, I understand.
Do you feel anything what I said last week? And I'm not being annoying.
No,
now.
I wasn't totally against what you were saying. I think we just kind of misunderstood what we were saying. I was just saying to the point of once Meek exited that or was walking out of that parking lot, the moment he sees this dude, he was supposed to immediately
run.
for lack of better. I wouldn't say run. I would say retreat, go back inside, tell whoever is in charge of the venue, listen, clear that out. I'm not going out there to my car until that dude is gone. Because you know with that moment or that energy, you know what they want in that moment. You know what he's looking for. You can't give them that. That's all I was trying to say. You can't give them that moment because he's on a different path than Meek. He's in different relationships than Meek. Meek has a different responsibility than he has.
And I'm just saying where they're both from and the paths they're on that are different, they can still cross.
No, you absolutely, absolutely. You all live in the same world.
But
you
also,
cross.
that's why the internet is the portal to hell. Because I agree with both you guys. Meek should have ran from that situation, and the internet would have killed him and said, "Look at Meek running."
That's why I said I wouldn't say run, but definitely go back inside and be like, "Yo, I'm not going out there till
no matter what, Meek was going to lose in that situation just for walking to his car.
Right.